Welcome to Retcon Air Reacts. My name is Devin, and typically you see me on the Retcon Air episodes where we break down the plot lines of movies, video games, TV shows, books, and stuff like that. But today, we're going to break down something different. We're going to break down the new announcements that were made from the Square Enix Crystal Dynamics team. If you missed the video announcement, we're going to recap it right now so you can check it out, and then we'll talk about it right after that. So let's get started with the video.
Overnight, the world changed for everyone.
Working from home setups, kits, everything they need.
But these new challenges have fueled our passion for the mission.
Our mission to fulfill our promise to you.
Sure, we got her hand slammed against the wall.
To finish what we started.
It's about shot composition and
to reassemble the Avengers.
Up until this point, what we see of Kamala is...
We're reminded every day how important it is to connect.
Because whatever the mission, we can accomplish it together.
Together, we are smarter.
Resilient.
Determined.
Mighty.
Brave.
Unstoppable.
Because we are stronger together.
So first up, September 4th, Marvel's The Avengers will come out. Second piece of big information is that on June 24th, they're going to make a big announcement. There's going to be a lot more reveals. I'd imagine they're going to have the beta released on that day. They've been talking about how if you pre-order the game, you get beta access. They haven't specified a date yet. So I'd imagine if they're not going to do it on June 24th, they're going to use that as a kickoff point to at least tell you that it's coming out in July or August. I'd imagine August to give them a little bit of running room beforehand. I always think they should do that earlier to beta test it to get the load times. In the last couple of betas I've done, Resident Evil Resistance and then Predator Hunting Grounds, the thing that's actually turned me and my friends off from buying that game is the load times. So if your matchmaking issues are frustratingly slow, nobody's going to want to play your game. I don't care how cool it is. It also looks like during that big reveal that they're going to be spending a lot of time working with IGN. On their website, they have a couple different videos and articles posted about what they should be expecting as far as releases and stuff. It makes sense that they would partner up for awareness and promotion. We also know that we're going to get to see some co-op. And now for me, this is really the key differentiator of what's going to make or break this game. Now, I don't care really what the game looks like anymore, so I can almost guarantee you that you're going to be able to buy whatever version of the MCU that you want. If you love Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., I can almost guarantee you that since the licenses are held by the MCU, that you're probably going to be able to buy that version that you love of Iron Man or Captain America or whatever. So that should make you feel a little bit better. What I'm worried about is what the co-op is going to be like as far as like Avengers in-game level threats, Avengers Infinity War style battle. Is it going to be possible for Briar, myself, some other friends to jump into an instance together and go fight in a big battle together? Destiny is huge for live events. Tons of games are big for live events. So this is not uncharted terrain here. It's just making sure that what they're trying to do with Avengers makes sense within the confines of the game. All right, so that's pretty much it for the announcements, but if you want to stick with me, I'm going to break down some of the different Easter eggs that I think I kind of found in these different B-roll clips that they have popping in here and there through their intro video. I think a lot of this is inferred already. I think we have a good idea of where the headquarters is going to be and stuff like that, but I think what this did is really set up the first couple of hours, but let's go ahead and break these down. She's there and she's climbing up this little area, and so that's one segment of the video. She's climbing, she's looking up at what I'm sure is a helicarrier base. That's got to be it. That's got to be her first time discovering that base. I'm sure of it. And so she's there, and then she's stoked because she finally found it. She's probably looking for it for a while because according to the interviews that I read, unique to this universe is that she got her powers from the A-Day event. So to me, I mean, this is kind of how they connect the whole world. So beyond that, there's 3 other clips I think in sequence that kind of set up how this is going to kick off. So as you go through it, stomping through some kind of area, and then he ends by fighting somebody that I think looks like Abomination. Because like, look at the way his forehead is. It kind of looks like Abomination. Because I think in a different clip I saw him like squaring off against him. And then the last clip that's really important I think is this one. It's Kamala and Bruce together in a truck and they're cruising. So what I imagine is going on here is she starts, you're figuring out her powers, you wind up locating this area, you break into it, something probably goes sideways. Abomination probably tails you to get to this guy. You probably end up saving Bruce, and as a thanks, now you go off to reassemble the Avengers because she knows that you've been framed. And I think that's going to be a really interesting, compelling story. I think Square Enix teamed up with Crystal Dynamics is a great idea. If you've seen some of the background interviews, the writers are talking very deeply about how much time and care they're taking to tell a really interesting story. So maybe you don't know that much about Ms. Marvel, maybe you don't know much about anything other than like the main cast of MCU characters, but this is a great opportunity to learn. This is a great opportunity for Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix to tell us a new fantastic story. So that's what I think. Those are some of the things that I derived from the trailer. What do you think? I mean, what do you think the game's going to handle like? What do you think the game's going to play like? I really do hope that I can just jump in an instance with my friends, take on big global threats. I think that would be a blast. I think it's going to be really boring if there's only a handful of combat maneuvers and you get just stuck in this hole of repetition. That game's not going to work. And so if they're talking about how this game's going to sell for years and years and years, they got to show us something substantial or it's not going to work out. So I'm really interested to see what you think about this, what you thought about the reveal, what you're expecting for the 24th, and what you think of the game when it releases. You know, what's the multiplayer going to be like? What do you think the stories are going to be like? Do you think it's going to be just a big commercial cash grab because, you know, the Avengers movies are kind of dying down a little bit, and maybe this game's a new way to kind of capture some of that essence before it all goes away? So what do you think? Like I said, my name is Devin. The show overall is called Retcon Air, the Plotline Repair Podcast. We'll do these reaction videos every once in a while. We'll do Let's Plays every once in a while, but primarily the show is just a podcast that breaks down the plot lines of books, movies, video games, TV shows, and stuff like that. So if you're interested, we do new episodes on the 1st and the 15th. If you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you'll get notifications whenever those go live. We're also on Spotify, iTunes, and stuff like that. If you want to chat, hit us up on Twitter at Retcon Air, or you can go to Facebook, facebook.com/Retcon Air, and talk to us there. So for all of us on the Retcon Air team, thank you for watching. Catch you next time.